Yes, everybody. Welcome back in the building. Happy Wednesday, you guys. Good morning to those of you in the UK, or at least the European Central Time Zone. It is the morning time for us. For me, it's around 9:45. The game kicks off as a heads up at 11:30 a.m. UK time. So it is soon, and most importantly, we get to see this man's debut today. Hugo Ekitike, the new striker for Liverpool Football Club. Hugo Ekitike will start down the middle, and as you can see, Slot has gone with a very strong team. Why is that? Because our season now kicks off very soon. In about 2 weeks' time, we'll have our first game in the season. Unless you count the Community Shield, we could count that. But guys, have a look at the team. I think that back four is arguably the back four we'll see on match day 1 of the Premier League against Bournemouth. Kirkez at left back, Verge and Ibu as a centre back partnership with Connor Bradley at right back. Very strong back four. Alisson went home due to a personal matter, so Mamardashvili is starting in goal. But otherwise, have a look at the rest of the team as well. Soboslai, Gravenberg, Florian Wirtz in that midfield. Very strong again. That could very well be our midfield at many times this season. Maka will probably start as well, but still very strong. And then Cody on the left, our definite starting left winger. EKITIKE'S debut, and of course Mohamed Salah. Who else but the Egyptian king on the right wing? How's everybody doing in the building though? What's up, figures? I see you in the building. Zach says this is one of the strongest 11s Adne could put out, aside from Maka, who just come back from injury, and Ali, who had to leave. I think Sobo is better in the number 8 role as well. I agree. I think he's better as one of the holding mids than that more attacking number 10 type player. I think we saw that. Last season. You know, that's kind of the role that maybe feels more natural to him. Yes, Hannah and Theo are hyped for EKITIKE'S debut. Joseph, nice to see you. Very strong team from Adne Slot. And so freaking excited to see EKITIKE in action today. Come on, me too. I am so freaking hyped. Yes, Alyssa. Does that mean you're out of the hospital, Alyssa? Does that mean you're out of the hospital, Alyssa? Ahmed, I think we're going to spend all the Lucho and Darwin money on Alexander Isak. I think that's where we're going all in on. I don't think we're going to go for a left winger. I actually made a longer form video about that yesterday, but I don't think we're going to sign a natural left winger. Maybe we'll sign someone like Fofana from Lyon, but that's because of his versatility, not because he's an out-and-out left winger. We have that already in Cody Gakpo. Denny, nice to see you in the building. What's good? Hato or Gehi for LFC? It seems like Hato is to Chelsea is pretty much a done deal, so that's out of the question now. Joseph says, hi, Leo. Will you now remove the Lucho emoji now that he's gone to Bayern? Yes, Joseph, because I want to add all the new signings ahead of the new season, especially the new signings, and there's only so many stickers. Right now we're at the max, so I'm going to have to remove some to be able to bring in the one that's staying forever, though. I guarantee you, Joseph, is Diogo Jota. Forever our number 20. He will forever stay there, no matter what. But what is that shirt you're wearing? I think it's some special shirt. Some special shirt. Oh, look at that. We want to make it 7. We want to make it 7 this season. Ever plan on fixing the delay? Felix, I'm not sure how to exactly fix that delay. What I want to try to do potentially is install a TV, because I'm going to be moving into a new setup this fall. Potentially setting up a TV where I stream so there's less delay. But I think because this is being streamed on Streamlabs, there's always going to be a delay. Felix, from what I've seen at least, there's always a delay because of that. So Adnisla, by the way, has just confirmed that we will use most of the starting 11 for 60 minutes. Gravenberg won't play the 60 minutes, though. Due to playing 60 minutes in the last one, Maka will play 30 minutes. Slot has confirmed all of that, you guys, as a heads up. 2 days until the Adidas kit reveal. I'm so excited for it. Let's go. I think you should remove the keys emoji as well. Yes, Joseph. Once the new season starts, I'm gonna add those new emojis. So excited for it. Are you excited for match day 1? I'm Riley. I'm hyped for this game. I'm not even thinking about match day 1 right now. I'm thinking about this game. and us getting to see EKITIKE for the first time and getting to see Florian Wirtz again. And there's just so many things that are exciting. You know, Kirkez at left back, who's going to be our starting left back. You know, first match day of the season, 360. Yes, I'm going to be moving in September, probably September, October. Alyssa said, I'm still in the hospital. I'm not 100% good, but once I'm 100% good, I still have to take medicine for a week. So Alyssa, so it's good news, right? They're saying that you'll be able to get out, you'll be able to leave the hospital soon. Yusuf says, hi Leo, can't wait for EKITIKE'S debut. Me too. We'll start, I've seen a lot of people say we need a center back more than we need a striker. Bro, we're still going to sign a center back. Don't you worry. Trust me, we will sign a center back. Don't worry. I think the reason why there's more news around Alexander Isak because that's going to get the headlines because he's a star player and that's what's going to get the clicks and all that. But trust me, behind the scenes, we're working on signing a center back. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about that. Josh J says, please respond to this message. I'm so heartbroken because Jota was your favorite player. Josh J. What a ledge. What a ledge. And he left in a way that really helps the football club as well. The fact that he left, you know, for that fee also means that we profited off its transfer fee and we can reinvest that to try to get Alexander Isak. So what an absolute legend. Kian says, who will leave this window? I think Kostas could definitely leave. Tyler Morin will leave. Harvey Elliott could leave. Darwin could leave. And Chiesa could leave. So those five, I think there's a very good chance those five leave. LFC Kid, nice to see you in the building. What's good? Cheers, everybody. Liverpool match days are the best. Lucky, you have all red. Yes, let's go, Alyssa. You can tune in for the whole stream. Luckily, I have all red TV on my phone. Love it. Love it, Alyssa. It's going to be a great game. I'm so excited. I hope you're good. I wanted to ask you, which year do you think was Lucho in his prime? For me, the best I saw of Lucho, I actually think was before that injury. The moment he joined in 2022 in January, I would say from that January period till the very last game of the season and end of that 2022 season. He even started it in the Champions League final. That whole season... that second half of the season after he joined from Porto, he was just on a different level. The streets will not forget that level he was on. So I actually think the start of his career was probably when he was at his best. Do you guys agree? Or do you think it was another moment? What do you guys think? Fishy1, nice to see you in the building. Maka will play 30 minutes. Arneslot confirmed that. So Gravenberch will not play for the 60 minutes because he played 60 minutes in the last game. Slot confirmed, though, that the rest of the starting 11, so you see this entire starting 11 except Gravenberch, will play 60 minutes. And then Maka will play in the last 30 minutes. So Maka will make his return, which is fantastic news. Bajatic is out due to an injury. Due to the injury. Dean, nice to see you in the building, who says, do you know why Alisson went home early? No, we don't have details. We just know it was due to a quote, a personal matter. That's all we know. So we have to respect that privacy. And we'll have to wait and see what it is, you know. Mervin says, how you doing, Leo? I'm trying to stay awake for this game because it's about to be 5 a.m. Where are you in the world, Mervin, right now? Where are you? Joseph says, can't wait for the Bilbao games on Monday. I'm going to them as well. I can't wait. So excited. Oh, Joseph, it's going to be a double header as well. I saw quite a few people asking, how is it possible that we play 2 games on the same day? Well, the reason for that, you guys, is because it'll be 2 different 11s. Okay, so for example, Alisson will start the entire first game or the entire second game. Mamardashvili will start the entire first or second game. At left back, for example, Kirkez will start an entire game. Robbo will start an entire game. So basically, it'll be 2 separate 11s. And the reason we're doing that is so that we can truly work on everybody's match fitness as much as possible so they can get a full 90 in. That's why, for anybody that's confused as to why we would play 2 games, that's the reason why. We did it last preseason. Usman Diomande to Liverpool. Is it possible, Leo? It seems like Crystal Palace are the club that are pushing for him. I haven't seen links. Liverpool pushing for the Sporting center back. I hope Rio plays today. I definitely think he will. I'll read you guys the bench, by the way. So everybody that's pretty much on the bench, I think will feature very most likely. So on the bench, we have Woodman, Pesci, So I think the second half goalie will probably be Woodman because he's our third keeper. Pesci is probably our fourth keeper. Then we got Endo. He'll definitely play. And he'll probably come on for Gravenberg so he can get, the max minutes since we're playing in Japan. So we got Endo, Darwin, Maka, Jones, Harvey, Costas, Robbo, Frimpong, Rio, Angamoa, Tyler Morton, Stevenson, and Enyoni. That's our bench, you guys. So the majority of that bench will feature from the 60th minute on, because this team will play 60. LFC Fancha, nice to see you in the building. What's good? Nah, Manny, this isn't a final. This is just a friendly. It's a friendly. But it matters to us because for Slot, this is a very important game in terms of especially getting the new players like Hugo Ekitike, Florian Wirtz, Kirkez, getting them adjusted to the team. Mamadashvili, this is a really important game for them. Kian TV says, who do you think will start more games, Frimpong or Connor Bradley? I think in the Premier League, and this is kind of maybe a little bit controversial because I said it in a comment and I saw a lot of people saying, how could you think Jeremy Frimpong isn't going to start? I think in the Premier League, let me know if you guys agree or disagree. I think Connor Bradley, if he stays fit, is going to start more games in the Premier League because we know how competitive the Premier League is. And I think Connor Bradley is already proven defensively in the Premier League. And therefore, first game of the season, if I had to predict, as much as I love Jeremy Frimpong, I think it's going to be Connor Bradley because he's Premier League proven already. And defensively, we know just how solid he is. And he brings more and more going forward too. But I think, like I said, this back four, genuinely, I would be surprised if this wasn't our back four for the first game of the season against Bournemouth. And Ali, of course, will be in goal. Igor says, hey, Leo, damn, I miss watching Liverpool with you and the Liverpool family, watching from Australia. Big up, Igor. Nice to see you in the building. Boots on the Table says, thoughts on the Isak situation. I'm so hyped with all the new signings. Love to see you live again, Leo. Boots on the Table, nice to see you in the building as well. Thoughts on the Isak situation? I think it's going to end up happening. And I'm just in dreamland thinking about that. The reason I think it will end up happening is because when a player clearly wants out, when a player no longer wants to be at the football club, I don't think that's a player you want to keep around. Like Eddie Howe is going to be speaking to the owners and he's going to be saying, I can't have a player around. And I think it was Warnock I was listening to this morning who was saying, as a manager, that's the last thing you want. No matter how good a player is, you don't want a player who doesn't want to be there. And therefore, because I think that'll be Eddie Howe's positioning, I think he's going to say to the owners, just get as much money as possible for him and we move on because we can't have that around our dressing room. And from all the reports I'm seeing, Liverpool is willing to pay a British record transfer fee. So the way I personally believe it wouldn't happen is if reports were saying it would be near impossible for Liverpool to complete this deal because it is a very difficult deal to get over the line in terms of the actual cost of it. But like I said, all the reports I'm seeing say that Liverpool is willing to put up big money. So if Liverpool's willing to put big money and Newcastle just keep on rejecting, then I think it would put them in a very bad situation for the new season because you have the star player who doesn't want to play and you have the team he wants to go to that is willing to pay his market price and they're still rejecting it. That would just be overall completely negative for the football club. And that's why I think Newcastle will be forced to sell. You know, that's the position at least I see for it, you know? Igor says, man, Kirkez is going to be such a beast. I'm so happy we got him. Me too. He's going to be starting first game of the season for sure. Kizame, how do you find Isak's refusal to play with Newcastle, though? I don't like the attitude. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't love it if it was a Liverpool player doing it, but at least it's happening in preseason. For me, where it would be really bad, Kizam, is if this was, for example, in December and it was during the season and he was forcing a move, so he would miss games, crucial games for Newcastle. For me, that's different. The fact that it's happening in the summer, so it gives time for Newcastle to reinvest in, for example, a Benjamin Sesko, I think that makes it better. Even though I agree, if I put myself in Newcastle fans' shoes, I can understand the frustration. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Luca Cook says, thoughts on the attacking formation we're playing? We're conceding a bit too much because of it. Let's see. We didn't have our back four last game around. This, I think, will be a much better showing because, like I said, I think this will be our true back four. Ibu and Virgil together. They're unbelievable together. So, let's have a look at this game, okay? I'm not going to judge just yet. Are you excited for Hugo Ekitike's debut? Very excited. Very, very, very excited. To say the least. To say the least. All right, let me just pull up all red video. Thoughts on Bajcetic to Chelsea? No, not to Chelsea, to Celtic. I mean, I think right now he just needs to get regular minutes, you know? He just needs to get regular minutes. So I do think whatever move where he gets to play week in, week out and put the injuries behind him is a great move. So I would be all for it if he wants it and Liverpool feels that it's the right place for him to develop, you know? Do you think Ibu will sign a new contract? I get more and more confident as each day goes on because I'm seeing less and less rumors to Real Madrid and I'm seeing more and more rumors saying that Liverpool are confident that we will be able to strike an agreement. So on Lucho, I was really not confident 2 weeks ago. I'm more confident now. So I guess we just have to wait and see, you know, how it develops. Let's see. Tazir says, Leo, who is better, Salah in 2018 or Salah this year, 2025? I think it depends what kind of player you're looking for. I think the Salah in 2017-18 had more flair, more pace to his game because he was just younger. He was in his prime years. But which player would I rather have in my team? Salah 2025. Why? And for me, it's the same thing as the Hazard-Salah debate. He broke all the records last season. He put in a Ballon d'Or kind of season. For me, if you're talking about who's more pleasing to watch and again, maybe faster, has more flair, or who's more decisive in the final third, I would take 2025 Mohamed Salah because what's more difficult to find in the world? Someone that did what Salah did last season. That's incredibly hard to find. Someone with that level of consistency where he's just absolutely lethal in the final third. And sure, maybe a lot of the game, sometimes we don't quite see him, but any manager who knows a lot about football, I think would say the same thing in terms of would you rather have a player who's so pleasing to watch, who's the most beautiful in terms of technically, or someone who you know is going to bring you a goal contribution every game? You would take the player that gets you a goal contribution every game because that's the hardest thing to do in football. Otherwise, everybody would be doing what Messi and Ronaldo did over the years. So for me, it really is Salah 2025 because he's a more complete player, more experienced. And like I said, I just feel like in a creative sense too, you look at his assists, he's only improved that side of his game as well. Asman, nice to see you. Hello. What do you think about the Joao Felix signing? It's a bit sad. I mean, he was one of the most talented players in the world, and now he's playing in Saudi. But, you know, he'll definitely get a good salary there. It's just surprising because I remember when he made that move from Benfica to Atletico Madrid years ago, it was like over 100 million. And I thought he was going to go on to, you know, shine because Atletico, usually if they pay big money, like we saw with Alvarez, it's like guaranteed success, but clearly it hasn't worked out for Joao Felix. It hasn't, because he's now playing in Saudi in his prime years of his career. Zach says, imagine having to deal with Gakpo for 60 minutes and then when he comes off having a fully rested Rio Angamoa running at you. Exactly, Zach. I think that's the plan for this season. I'm hoping at least. I'm hoping that Rio Angamoa is always a bench player even in the Premier League games because I genuinely think, for me, when I look at him, I don't care how old you are, if you show you have the quality to be among the Liverpool first team, and it takes a lot to say that. For me, every time I've seen him, I felt that way. And even more so this preseason in terms of how he developed since last season, because he's turning 17. So for me, I would love for him to be part of that bench for every game next season, because I genuinely believe, like you said, even think about 70th minute, players start to tire out and you bring him on. Jeez, that is, I would fear that as a defender. I would hate that as a defender, because he has that fearlessness, because he has that 1v1 dribbling ability where he just takes on his men every single time. Very difficult to defend. Raid edits. It's hard to say right now. If I was the manager, I would say I would give him minutes in the Prem. Like I said, only as a super sub though, because he's still so young. And we see if he takes those opportunities. But I hope he's given those opportunities. My favorite animal, elephants. Elephants. Growing up, I had a huge elephant in my room, and they're my favorite animal. I just think they're so beautiful. Why are we playing such a full squad? Because the season kicks off in about 2 weeks' time, so we have to, we think we have to take things seriously on a different level because it starts so soon, Big up, Bastian. Hey, Loves You says, Leo, in that Malone game, we saw that our team was too attack-minded. Do you think Slot will play the fullbacks more organized from now on? Yes, definitely. Slot, I think, is the type of manager where he wants to make sure that defensively, first and foremost, defensively, we're really solid. And then the chaos comes in the final third. But definitely, I'm not worried about that side of it. Absolutely not. And Kirkez, remember last season, he's very, very solid defensively as well. So I think our fullback duo, like I said, for the first game of the season, will be Milos Kerkez and Connor Bradley. I believe it will. Thank you, Bastian, for the support. How can I watch the game on All Red Video? You can watch it on All Red Video. Big up, David. Thank you very much for the super chat. David Sultana, who says, Rodrigo, do you think we will get him? David, I don't think so. And the reason I say that is because I believe we're going to use the Lucho and Darwin money to go all in on Alexander Isak. That deal will cost a lot of money to make happen. And I just don't see a world where we have already bought Alexander Isak, Florian Wirtz, and Hugo Ekitike as attacking-minded players. And then on top of that, we add Rodrigo, who would be one of the most expensive players in world football, not just because of the fee, especially because of the wages. And apparently his agents are very difficult to deal with. I don't see a world where both happen. But I still think we're going to sign minimum a defender on top of if we decide to go all in on Alexander Isak, which is looking likely. So, no, I don't think we'll get Rodrigo, but there's still a lot for us to get excited about. Absolutely, there's still a lot. Kickoff is in about 20 minutes time. Big up Kenzie O'Connor. Thank you very much for the super chat, Kenzie. I appreciate you. I see Mason's in the building. Says, even if we don't have Rodrigo, we have Rio. I trust him. That's another thing too. It's like, as much as Rodrigo is an unbelievable talent, the only thing that I feel is a bit unfair is if we bought Rodrigo, like I said, his wages would be minimum, apparently, 250,000 a week. What does that say for someone like Cody Gakpo, who's still young, who did very well last season? That would basically be like saying, oh, Cody, you're now just second string. You're barely going to play because you don't spend that amount on someone like Rodrigo and then never play Cody. So I definitely think that we're not going to sign Rodrigo, because also for Rio Angamoa, who I think Slot surely is very excited about his development, he would be third string, not even third string, So I don't really think that signing makes sense. Genuinely, I don't think it makes sense. Because like I said, for the type of money we'd have to pay for him, he would have to be a starter. It just wouldn't make sense any other way, you know? LFC God, nice to see you in the building. What's good? Endo should start in this match. He's going to get to play. Because Slot said Gravenberch is coming off in the 60th minute. I believe, right? 60th minute? Wait, let me check. What did you say again? No, Gravenberch will not play the 60 minutes. Sorry. Gravenberch will probably come off at halftime. Therefore, who's going to come in his place? I'll bet you it'll be Endo. So Endo will play minimum a half in this game because it's in Japan as well. So the fans will be extra hyped, you know? Sanity says, Leo, I'm pleased with the signings we have acquired. I wish we can groom a youngster who could be the next Joel Quansah to provide depth in our defense. Margehi would be great. Isaac will be a dream. Yeah, I think those two are the ones we're really aiming for right now. But the only problem is I spoke to some academy experts because I was just wondering, and they told me there's no outstanding center back talent coming from our academy right now. So I think there's maybe even potentially a chance that we sign 2 center backs this summer. Someone who's proven like Margehi, and then a young center back that we feel has a high ceiling that we can develop. I could see that happening. Mason says, even if we don't have Rodrigo, we have Rio. I trust him. Yes, bro. Me too. Who's on the back? I don't have anyone on the back of this shirt. But look who's on the back of this one. Likely going to leave this summer. I had such high hopes for him. Such high hopes for him. Everybody's hyped about Florian playing too. Let's go. Maradashvili looks very happy in this picture. Of course, bro. If you've just become a Liverpool player, how are you not so hyped? Claudia says, hey Leo, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like Rio needs 1 season in a championship side to build more confidence like Ben Doak. I don't know about that, Claudia. I see what you're saying, but at the same time, Rio seems to be ahead in the pecking order right now than Ben Doak. So that just tells you everything you need to know. You know what I mean? Slot would have started Ben Doak in the last game ahead of Rio if he felt that Ben Doak, you know what I mean? So I do think Rio is actually ahead of Ben Doak right now in terms of who's more likely to get real playing time for Liverpool Football Club. And Ben Doak was just on loan last season in the championship. So I don't necessarily think it's a question of that, you know? Oh, by the way, Slot has spoken about why Alisson left. Guys, important update here. Important update. Okay, so Arne Slot to LFC TV on Alisson leaving the tour earlier this week. He had to go back to Brazil for private reasons. That's far from ideal. First of all, for the private reasons. Second of all, for him to not be there in a game like this. And in preseason, it's also not ideal if you miss out on part of preseason. But again, private life is more important in these matters than joining a game today. Damn, guys, I think it sounds like it's something pretty serious. That's something that could have happened to his family. Because if it hadn't been something serious, Slot would not have said that's far from ideal. First of all, for the private reasons. Second of all, for him to not be there in a game like this. And in preseason, it's also not ideal. If he went all the way back home to Brazil, that's very far from, you know, from everywhere. It's tough. It can't be for man, I feel for him. I feel for Ali. I really hope Ali, I feel for him because, like I said, when you say private reasons and you don't say what that private reason is, I imagine it's something serious, you know? And I really feel for him. Big up, Davi. Thank you for your kind words. Ali. Our boy Ali. We don't know what happened to Ali, but he had to go all the way back to Brazil. We didn't know that before. We didn't know that. All the way back to Brazil. Is Frimpong on the bench? Hold on just a sec. Endo is going to be so hyped for today. I'm just posting the update on Liverpool goals right now. Do you think there is no Frimpong in this game? Okay, let me check. You were asking. No, Frimpong is on the bench, so I definitely think Frimpong will come on in the 60th minute. Slot confirmed that Frimpong is going to start. Sorry, this team is going to play till the 60th minute, except Gravenberch, who will probably come off at halftime for Endo. But I definitely think that Frimpong is going to come on in the 60th minute for Connor Bradley, since he's on the bench. Did you see the tsunami warning for Japan? I did see it, but clearly it's not dangerous. Like where the game is going to be. Otherwise, they would have never taken that risk. So for those of you asking, trust me, they would not have taken any risks for this game. No chance, because there's so many people at the game. I think it's around 70,000 that will be watching this one. Yeah, Deliora, it is serious for sure, but trust me, they would have had many experts who would have judged whether to play this game or not. So there's no way with any small risk, even if there was small risk, there's no way they would have played this game, because like I said, there's over 70,000 there. So Leo, did you see the video of Konate saying to Frimpong, how's the 4-0 at Anfield? And Frimpong said, but I scored, but it was a yeah, I did see that. I did see that. That was such a good video. That was the Bezies episode with between Frimpong and WIRTZ. Leo, in my 11, if we get EKITIKE'S on the left, do you think that's what Slot will aim for? I have no clue. I really have no clue, but trust me, he'll have ideas. He'll have ideas, and he'll be absolutely buzzing to have players of that quality in his team. There's no doubt about that. No doubt. Alyssa says, Leo, I have my purple kit from the 2023-2024 season. I was gone because they had to take another blood. Oh, test. I'm sorry, Alyssa. Are you gonna... But the game starts now in 10 minutes time. 10 minutes. Oh, Chando. I'm so sorry. But it's good to see you back in the building, Chando. Why Maka isn't here? Mido, because he's returning from an injury. But Slot confirmed that he'll play 30 minutes in this game, Maka. He's going to come on in the 60th minute. So we will get to see Maka play today. Like I said, Slot confirmed it. We will get to see him in action. Other than LFC, no, I think it's mainly on LFC TV. It's on LFC TV, the game. Why are there two games against Bilbao? I was saying it earlier, Sen. It's to be able to play two different lineups. Two different lineups. Delior says, Leo, do you think that's our strongest midfield? And if not, who would you swap? Delior, it's impossible to choose our midfield now because we have four high quality players. The only thing I would say is Maka, for me. We'll see. WIRTZ, we haven't seen him play for Liverpool yet. But for me, as of right now, Maka is our best midfielder. That's just my opinion. So no matter what, Maka is going to be in our 11. There's no doubt about that. The problem is, I also think Szoboszlai is insane. I also think Gravenberch's insane. And I also think WIRTZ is insane. So Slot will have to find a way to give them all playing time. But what I will say is, for me, Maka isn't our strongest midfield. There's no doubt about that. And so is Gravenberch with the way he played last season. So then, who gets into the team between Szoboszlai and WIRTZ? We'll see. Maybe there's a way to get them both in. We'll have to see. You can't leave Maka on the bench. Yeah, it's so good to hear though that he's back in full training, and his injury is behind him, so he'll get to play 30 minutes today. Do you think Isak is watching his new teammates? No, I don't think so. Not this one. I don't think so. But maybe. Imagine. My tickets and my dad's have just come through for the Bilbao game. Row 66 in the cup. Oh, that's unreal. What do you think the lineup will be for the final against Crystal Palace? I think something very similar to this. Something very, very similar to this. Slot has gone extremely strong here. Lenny says Van Heck from Brighton would be a good signing. I haven't seen enough of him to judge, to be honest. Do you think he would be, Lenny? And thank you for the kind words. Yes, Liv, nice to see you in the building. We need a center back, either Gehi or Henkapi or any other quality center back. We will get a center back. Don't you worry. We will absolutely get a center back. Guys, just 7 minutes till kick off. Why, bro? 66. That's Trenthold's number. Yeah. Leo, did Chiesa come to Japan? No, he didn't. Chiesa didn't travel for the preseason tour. OG Cup is in the building. Oh, yes, indeed. OG Cup. You're going to the Crystal Palace game at Wembley? Oh, sick. Bro, I'm thinking we might sell... What are you saying? I was joking, by the way. Did Alisson come to Japan? Yes, but then he had to leave due to that personal matter. Please put the ball movement on. Mohammed, unfortunately, it's not available for preseason. But I promise, Mohammed, I will have the ball movement from the Crystal Palace game, the Community Shield final, which I believe is on August 10th, right? It's on August 10th, I believe. So it's literally in about 11 days' time. Let me double check, though, that I'm not saying something wrong. Yeah, August 10th. It's on a Sunday. 3 p.m. UK time, kickoff. Watching at 3 a.m. in America, Zippy, you absolute legend. Are you ready for EKITIKE'S debut? I'm buzzing at EKITIKE'S debut. And Delior, it's so good to see you in the building. You know, we did a stream for the Here We Go for when Lucho left. And everybody in the building was like, where's Deliora? Where's Deliora? So it's so good to have you here. So Delior says, is Gakpo's position uncontested now that Diaz is gone? Delior, I think no position at Liverpool Football Club is uncontested. And that's the beautiful thing. Slot said, I saw a report just a few weeks ago that he wants competition for places in every position because his standards are at such an elite level. And I do think if you want to be the best football club in the world, yes, he's the favorite for that position. He's going to be the starting player in that position. But I think every position is going to be extremely contested. And that's why Slot is going to raise our game to an even higher level next season. Because our squad is even stronger than it was last season. Liverpool champion says, listening from Greece. Big up in the building. We got just 5 minutes till kickoff. Do you think Van Heck? Yeah, listen, we were just talking about it. I haven't seen enough of him, the Brighton center back. You guys tell me. I don't want to have an opinion if you know. Big up Real Madrid is the best fan. Yes, I do know Craig. I've been on this channel once. Anfield agenda. I drink a lot of coffee now. Just watch this game at 5:30 a.m. I had my coffee too. Look, this is my mug. Come on, you Reds. Watching from Jordan. Come on, you Reds. Are you ready for this match? I'm hyped for this match, bro. Hyped from this match. And I kind of like morning kickoffs too. Listening from England. Guys, I want y'all spamming in the building. We got just 4 minutes till kickoff. Let me know where around the world you guys are watching from. I'm representing Iceland over here. Iceland. As you can see, that's the Iceland shirt. Look, Iceland. Watching from Iceland. Let me know where you guys are watching from around the world. Let's see the beautiful global community we have in the building here. We got UAE in the building. Mauritius, Egypt, Greece. We have Delior says we have a lot of tall players on the pitch, so we shouldn't struggle for corner goals now, for sure. That's for sure. And imagine if Isaac joins too, Delior, he's very tall as well. I'm watching from Jupiter. Come on, go 12. We got Portugal in the building, UK, USA. Leo, the game isn't starting. It's starting in just 3 minutes. 3 minutes, bro. So very, very soon. Get ready. Maybe there's going to be a little delay actually in kickoff because there's still... we got Jamaica, Dallas, Texas, Hong Kong, Poland, Bangladesh, Uzbekistan, Malta, Poland, Cyprus, Australia. Guys, look at the building right now. Oman, we got Liverpool, of course, Sunderland, Somalia, Northern Ireland, Scotland, India, South Africa, UAE, London, Spain, Maldives, Estonia, Nigeria, South Africa, Bangladesh. Bro, have a look at the building right now, you guys. France, Finland, Australia. Bro, what time? This is a nighttime kickoff for you in Australia, no? Buenos Aires, Birmingham, Cyprus, Denmark, Kuwait. Where is Sasha? He's in France. I'm in Iceland right now. Greece, but I'm from England. We got Brazil, we got Birmingham, we got France, Mesa, my brother. We got Qatar, Lebanon, Maldives. Guys, look at this building. We all even got someone from North Korea. I'm not sure if that's true, but we got Pakistan, we got Colombia, Lucho's home, Zambia, Finland. No, actually, it looks like this game will kick off on time. 2 minutes away. Canada, Newcastle, in the UK, but surrounded by Geordies. Well, VAR X, can you have a little word with, not Alexander Isak, because he's desperate for the move, but can you have a little word with the Newcastle owner since you're there? Tell them to sell, please. Sasha is alone. Yes, Sasha's alone right now. Poor kitty. Netherlands, Egypt, but someone comes every day to still feed him. Nepal, Nigeria, Ethiopia, Ghana, Netherlands, Malaysia, Sweden, Nepal, middle of the ocean on a ship, says Paul Dean. Middle of the ocean. Goddamn. Ethiopia, Singapore, Nepal. He's a lad from Portugal, Jamaica. Bro, t'as un lien? All Red Video. Mesam, just look up All Red Video or LLC TV. That's where it's being streamed. All Red. I'm from planet called Earth. Very specific. Thank you, bro. Malaysia, Ireland, Hungary, Greece. I'm from Syria because I love Liverpool. My favorite club of all time is Real Madrid, Leo. But is Liverpool your second favorite club then? Malaysia, Singapore, Grenada, Nepal. Oh, I want to go to Nepal. Luca Cooks, thank you for being very specific, bro. Wolverhampton, Swindon, Libya, Turkey, Australia, Ireland, Lithuania, Libya, Mauritius, Sydney. Watching for free on my Fire Stick. Île Maurice. Île Maurice. Planet Earth. Thank you, animations. Mauritius, Jordan. Bro, this is just the most beautiful thing. This is the most beautiful thing. This is one of my favorite parts about the Liverpool family, about our community. The fact that we're all here together at the same time. Go12 says, I'm in Isaac's house right now trying to convince him. I don't think he needs convincing. Like I said, I think they need to talk to Newcastle's owners. That's the only thing that's getting in the way. Oh, look at EKITIKE, guys. Come on, you Reds. The game's about to kick off here. Let me get the timer ready. Bangladesh in the building. Northern Ireland, Jamaica, Nepal. Denmark, Barbados, Thailand, Uganda, Lyon, France, Egypt. Oh, bro, I love this too much. Guys, Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz. Come on, you guys. The game's about to kick off. Come on, you guys. The game's about to kick off. You guys ready? There we go, you guys. Game has officially kicked off. Liverpool Football Club up against Yokohama FM. Let's go. Let's go. We get to see Hugo EKITIKE'S debut for Liverpool Football Club, you guys. Hugo EKITIKE'S debut for Liverpool Football Club. Arguably the front three that we could see on the first game of the Premier League season against Bournemouth. This game is crucial for us, not because of the result, but how we set up, how fluid we want to look in the attack. Because like I said, Mohamed Salah on the right, Hugo EKITIKE down the middle, and Cody Gakpo on the left, very much so right now, is probably our strongest front three. And we want to see that on the pitch today. We want to see that with some beautiful goals here today, you guys. That's what we want to see. This entire team, by the way, slot, for those of you that are coming in the building right now, will play. EKITIKE'S on the ball already and in the box. Oh my goodness, I'm too hyped. Guys, he's wearing the number 54. But yeah, guys, this team that you see on the pitch right now is going to play 60 minutes. So they're going to play a good amount of time, except Gravenberg. Slot said that he would play less because he played 60 minutes in the last one. So he'll probably come off at halftime for Endo. But the entire rest of the team, guys, will play till the 60th minute. So we're going to get to see, hopefully, real fluid attacking football. Because we're not going to make too many changes. Too many changes. Your match isn't loading yet? Well, bro, I'll keep you updated, okay? And even this back four, I was saying that front three could very much so be the front three that we see for the first game of the season. So could our back four. Connor Bradley at right back. Center back partnership of Ibu Konate and Virgil with Milos Kerkez at left back. So very strong team that Slot decided to go for because our season now is not far away. So this is a very important way to set up for the season. Very important way for us to get ready for the season. Bro, for those of you that are still signing up for LFC TV right now, I will keep you updated. I cannot show the game for those of you asking because of copyright issues. I cannot show the game for that reason. And Raul, unfortunately, there's no heat map for this one, but I promise in about 10 days time for the Community Shield final, we will be back with a heat map, with a ball movement. We will be back. It's just not available for preseason games, okay? But I promise. Brother, do you think Mohamed Salah can win the Ballon d'Or this season? I think he should still be able to. But all the reports I'm seeing are saying that 4 players are more like, or 3 players ahead of him in the race. In Ousmane Dembele, Rafinha, and Lamine Yamal. Unfortunately, that's just what the reports are saying. So it's not looking likely, unfortunately. Probably because of the way we got knocked out. Soboslai plays it to Salah on the right-hand side. Oh, well defended there. Guys, I'm so excited. Wait, 10 days time? No, in about 11 days time. The Community Shield final is on a Sunday. So, not this Sunday, but the Sunday after of next week. It's on August 10th, the Community Shield final against Crystal Palace. Time is going very fast, I know, right, bro? And then in 2 days' time is the Adidas reveal on August 1st. So we're very close to the Adidas reveal. Leo, do you see a possible Isak transfer? Yes. I don't think Eddie Howe's gonna want to keep a player who is unhappy. That's my personal prediction as to how he feels. Now, the Newcastle ownership has to be willing to sell. That's the thing. But I think they will eventually want to. You don't want to keep an unhappy player around. It's just not good, especially ahead of a new season. The Wembley game, August 10th, I'm going and it's on my dog's birthday. Big up, Liverpool champions. That's going to be unreal that you're going to Wembley. I've actually never been to Wembley. Susan Grant, nice to see you in the building. What's good? Johan, I would want to do that, but I also want to make sure I'm able to read all your comments in the chat because this is all about it being interactive, you know? If it was just a regular commentary, then you know, it's all about how we're here in the building together, sharing our thoughts together, not just about me watching and the game, if that makes sense. But I will commentate at the same time as well. Bhutan is in the building. You'll never walk alone. Oh, very well defended from Dominik Szoboszlai there, guys. It looked like they were through on goal. Yokohama. Dominik Szoboszlai with a crucial piece of defending there. Crucial. Our Mr. Reliable. Look at that pace from Kirkez. By the way, Florian Wirtz is occupying space on that left-hand side. I think we're going to see more and more of that of him during the season. Uh-oh. Gravenberg just got nutmegged, and I think now he might pick up a yellow. Bro, Gravenberg. I think he just got nutmegged there, guys. Ryan Gravenberg, look. And then he wanted to make up for it, and he went for a pretty dirty slide challenge there. Do you think Bradley or Frimpong should start? I think for the first game of the Premier League season, you want to go for what's tried and trusted. And for me, that's Connor Bradley. He's tried and trusted, in my opinion. Anaël, nice to see you in the building. Ça va? Tu vas bien? Love from the Netherlands. Big up, Frank. Léo vient à l'île Maurice. I would love to go one day. I heard it's beautiful. Endo not starting, no Empires, but it's basically like him starting. Slot confirmed that Gravenberg will come off at halftime. He's not going to play 60 minutes like the rest of the team. So in my opinion, who's going to come in for Gravenberg's place? Definitely Endo, especially considering this game is in Japan, you know? No yellow. I think that could have been a yellow, to be fair. Brawl Lover says, I've had enough. You need to know this. There's no need to flex on Diaz's wife replying to you, brother. I'm not flexing. I wanted to share that it was beautiful that Lucho got to see a farewell from a fan's point of view. How's that flexing, bro? Get Gravenberg off the pitch. That was disrespectful. I know, right, bro? I thought that could have been a yellow, to be fair. But it's only a preseason. Are you back in Lille, Charlie? Not till September. Sobo is like the new Milner, Mr. Reliable, gives it his all. Absolutely. Alyssa says, Leo, I can't believe the game where Nunes scored 2 goals versus Newcastle with an amazing comeback. That was nearly, yeah, that game at St. James Park. That was actually the first Premier League live watch along we did, and we were in this building here. I still remember that unbelievable game. And the fact, what was crazy about that game too, is the fact that Virgil got sent off in the first half, remember? So we were playing down a man and down a goal, and we still made that comeback. That was one of my favorite games in recent years in the Premier League. Aviral says, hi Leo, big fan from India. Love your content. Keep him coming. You'll never walk alone. Thank you, bro. Big up. Is it just me who realized Gakpo is that tall? Yeah, Claudia, he's tall. He's tall. And not just that, but we have EKITIKE now, who's very tall as well. Oh, beautiful little pass there from EKITIKE to find Connor Bradley. Connor Bradley has some space here. Ah, it's well defended. He tried to do a little bit too much, but he got it back. Sobo has it now. Sobo plays it out wide. Cody Gakpo's in a dangerous position. Cody shoots! Oh my god, Cody hits the post. Cody Gakpo hits the post. It rebounds. We still have the ball in the box. WIRTZ has it. WIRTZ plays it back. Oh, to Cody Gakpo, guys. That looked like a classic Cody Gakpo goal where he just turned in onto his right foot and he curved it. And he was onside, by the way, so it absolutely would have... Bro, that was so close. So close. Comment ça va, Abdul? Thank you very much. Ça va bien, Abdul. Comment vas-tu? Merci pour le super chat. Why isn't Frimpong starting? Bro, he'll come on in the 60th minute for Connor Bradley. I'm sure of that. Sure of that. I was in the stream, but back then I never chatted. Ah, okay. Well, good to see you chatting now. That's what we want to see. Ooh, guys, Cody hitting the post. That's what he's so good at. That's what I love about Cody. Sometimes maybe he doesn't have the craziest trickery as a winger in terms of taking on his man 1v1 with dribbles and stuff. But I love how direct Cody is. You know, I love how direct he is. And when he turns in onto his right foot like that, he's so difficult to defend, but he's also very clinical. And he was that close just then, just hitting the post. Yeah, this pitch is not looking incredible, the state of this pitch. Sobo plays it back to WIRTZ. Oh, it's defended well again, but Salah has it on the right-hand side. Guys, we're piling on the pressure right now. We're piling. How do you say it in the UK version? Adidas or Adidas? You say Adidas? I'm in Reykjavik in Iceland. Come on, you Reds. Yes, Susan. Gakpo is an underrated signing. Absolutely. Especially when you look at the fee we paid for him. I think it was between the 30 to 40. Delior says, I say Adidas. That's what I say, Adidas. No, actually, yeah, you say Adidas. Adidas. I think both work, honestly. Gakpo class. Yeah, bro. Like I was saying, I think we signed Cody Gakpo for a price for between 30 and 40 million. So that looks like an absolute bargain in this market. Absolute bargain. Thank you, Ollie, for the kind words. Bro, I'm telling you, Florian Wirtz is going to have a free roam position. Look at how he occupied the left and now he's down the middle. I'm so hyped for this season. You don't even know. You don't even know. Thank you, Viraj. I appreciate the support. We got Isaac from Sweden. Look at Kirkez. Solid defensive work there. Ooh, now he needs to track back. He needs to track back. Well done, Virgil. Important defending from Virgil. Important defending. Now it's going to be a corner, though, for them. Corner for them. Hafnarfjörður. Ooh, nice. I still can't believe I stayed in Reykjavik for 3 years, but I can't even pronounce it. Oh, no, Alyssa. Did you go to an international school? Anything about Isaac yet, Leo? It seems like we're preparing a bid. We're preparing a bid. Radar transfer window so far. Cold edits, 10 out of 10 so far. 10 out of 10. Now we just need a center back. And then if we do get Isaac, it would make it 100 out of 10. 100 out of 10. Don's on top. If you come onto the YouTube, I read the chat there on YouTube. If you just look up Leo's goals. Yeah, Cody Gakpo hit the post. That was the best chance so far. That was the best chance. Sima, I'm streaming from Iceland right now. Iceland. Mason, hold on. Let me check, bro. My brother. Look, guys, my brother Mason. Look at the dedication. My brother Mason is at work right now, and he has a double screen. Look, he has a double screen up. The stream of us together, you guys, and the game. Bro, proper red right there. Proper red. Absolute legend, Mason. At work, but still with the double stream setup. I wanna work wherever you're working at because they're giving you that freedom. That's beautiful. They're giving you that freedom. Adam Gamer, of course I remember. That's me on a different account. Could you meet? Yes, the Night Gamer. Where's the OG background? Ali, I'll be back there in September. OG background. I'll be back there. You should visit Norway. It's beautiful with very nice people. I bet. I would love to. I would love to. I got you, Adam Gamer. I got you. Yeah, Tengen, I think most Liverpool fans agree that Harvey is very underrated and that we want to see him play more and probably wherever he goes. Wirtz is going to have a shot from outside the box. but it's blocked. It's going to be a corner for us. It's going to be a corner for us. Yeah, Abzinho. That's why I think Isak is going to end up leaving, because it's just not good for the dressing room to have a player that doesn't want to be there, especially when it's your star player that gets talked about that much in media, and how distracting that is for the team ahead of a new season, you know? I used to play fullback, Vidash. I played left back and right back when I was part of a team. You should go to Greece. It's amazing with very nice people. I've been to Greece actually quite a lot. I've been to this island called Patmos. Like 7 or 8 times in my life, I think. Because my grandparents spent a lot of time there. I went to school at International School of Iceland. Ah, that makes sense. Okay. Yo, Liverpool fan 01. Nice to see you in the building. Leo, what platform are you watching the match on? You can look up LFC TV, or now it's called All Red Video. That's where you can see it. All Red Video. Ooh. Gravenberg plays it out wide. Bro, EKITIKE has looked sharp so far. He's looked real sharp. Do you think we'll get... I think we'll get a center back, and we're going to push all in. All in for... Yeah, exactly, Tengen. And because the club has been managed so well the last few years. So well, you know? Leopold merch coming. We'll see, Deliora, one day. It will be really fun to do it one day. Especially given I know quite a lot of really talented designers within the Liverpool space. G7 from Norway, big up. Big up. Watching live from Jamaica, big up Leo's goals. Bud Peppa. Where are you watching from in Jamaica? Bro, Osh, it's really difficult to look at both. If you could come onto the YouTube. What shirts? A lot of different shirts. Here there's an Ajax one. Here there's the Dutch national team one. Here we got Liverpool, Iceland. And then otherwise it's all Liverpool kits, some retro kits as well. Nah, guys, it's still 0-0. Guys, it's still 0-0 in this game. There hasn't been a goal. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, ya boy, Julian. Leo, come watch MLS game in America. I used to back in the day. When I lived in New York, I would go to the Red Bull games because I wanted to watch Thierry Henry back in the day. So I went to quite a few games. And I did an internship at NYCFC, actually. So I went to quite a few NYCFC games. Who's scoring today? EKITIKE and WIRTZ. That's what I want right now. Do you know why Frimpong isn't playing? Because cold edits, he'll still come on in the 60th minute. And why also, I do believe Connor Bradley is going to start first game of the season against Bournemouth. That's my prediction because of how solid he is defensively as well. Watching from Ireland, yes, Adam Gamer. Granit Xhaka, the move to Sunderland just became official this morning, by the way, you guys. That's a big move for Sunderland. That'll help them to stay up. To have the experience of Granit Xhaka. Oh, I was going to say Jordan Henderson, but never mind. He didn't go to Sunderland. He went to Brentford. But still, his experience will be invaluable. You need that to stay up. New kits are getting released. Yes, on Friday, August 1st. Player to watch this season. Player to watch. If I could say a player that's not one of our new signings, because that's just the obvious answer, I would say Dominic Szoboszlai is the player to watch. Because I believe he's so good that you can't have him in your strongest 11, But because we signed Florian Wirtz and because we have Maka and Gravenberg, who also are so good they need to start, that the player to watch for me is how Dominik Szoboszlai will fit into the team. That's what I'm very, very curious about as a Liverpool fan, you know? I don't know how it'll happen, but it will happen because I do believe he's that good. Watching from Ireland, big up. Oh, Gakpo, he nearly was able to control that. Salah will cook this year. The Barak says, Leo, all we need is Jorel Hato and Isak to make this transfer window 1000% perfect. Jorel Hato is on his way to Chelsea, bro. So that's definitely not happening. But you from Ireland, big up Liverpool fan, thank you. And thank you, Christian King, you'll never walk alone. Thoughts on the Darwin situation? I think he's off. I think he's off, and that's one of the reasons and that we are going to bring in Alexander Isak. So with Alexander Isak and EKITIKE as our striker options, I definitely don't think Darwin would stick around. So he's going to leave. There were some rumors recently that AC Milan and another team... Gakpo with beautiful control. Oh, that's beautiful from Cody. Oh, no. And then he couldn't get enough power on it. Guys, Cody is really looking sharp on that left-hand side, though. But he couldn't quite get the shot that he would have wanted to. He got no power on that. It was good defending from them. Daily Or says, player to watch, Mamardashvili. Yes, but I still think Ali is going to be our number one. I think Ali will be our number one. Like, for sure. Minute of applause, yep, in the 20th minute. But honestly, when I look at the state of this pitch, guys, look when they fall here. We should not be playing on pitches like these. Do you guys see the state of this pitch? When you look at the replays there. Bro. Can you watch on... yeah, it's on LFC TV, the game. Ooh, you want the live player ratings. Let me have a look. There are no live player ratings right now for this game. Unfortunately. As of right now. From what I just checked. G7 says, Leo, my dad watched the 2004 Liverpool game when Rice and Owen scored, and Owen celebrated with the cop, and my dad celebrated with Michael Owen in the stands. That's sick. When did you start supporting the club? Like, what's your first memory? Sorry. Leo, is there an update on the Alisson situation? Is it serious? The only thing that's the update I can tell you is Slot was speaking to LFC TV before the game on Alisson, and he said, quote, he had to go back to Brazil for private reasons. That's far from ideal. First of all, for the private reasons. Second of all, for him to not be there in a game like this, and in preseason, it's also not ideal if you miss out. But again, private life is more important in these matters than joining a game today. That's all. That's what we got to see from Slot, so it sounds pretty serious. Damn, guys, Szoboszlai had a decent chance there in the box. Decent chance there in the box. But he couldn't get his shot off. James, I promise I can show the ball movement when the season starts, but it's not available for preseason games because there's not enough data for those games. There's not the same data sets for friendlies. What a beautiful touch that was from Mohamed Salah, by the way. Absolutely beautiful. World class from Mohamed Salah there. LFC M4X, shout out to you watching from Ireland. Damn, look at that tackle. Look at that challenge from Connor Bradley. Guys, that was so clean, that sliding challenge from Connor Bradley as well. Cody tries a cross. Connor picks it back up. Bradley plays it to Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah back to Connor Bradley into the middle. Oh my god, Ugo Ekitike. Bro, he almost scored an absolute banger. Absolute banger. Come on, lads. What do you mean, Alyssa? You were timed out? Bro, Ugo Ekitike almost scored. Look at this. Salah playing a 1-2 with Connor Bradley. Connor Bradley's playing so well, by the way. Oh my goodness, that was close. Oh my goodness. Maka's on the bench, yes, Crooks, and he'll play 30 minutes in the second half. Slot confirmed it already. Sobel. Florian Wirtz. To the middle. Oh, I thought that was gonna make its way to Ibu Konate. Oh, I thought that was gonna make its way to Ibu Konate. When the final is played, yes, Munira, I believe for the final against Crystal Palace, I'll have the ball movement. Goders, thank you for the super chat. Who says, hi Leo, how are you feeling? I feel nice that our goalkeeper is Mamardashvili. I'm feeling very excited ahead of this new season. Absolutely buzzing. Absolutely buzzing and exciting to see. Yeah, Mamardashvili. Mohamed Salah picks it up on the right-hand side yet again. Mohamed Salah plays it to Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz plays it through back to Mohamed Salah. Oh my goodness. And then Salah played it to the keeper. Guys, now we're playing our free-flow football right now. We're playing our free-flow football right now, guys. This is beautiful to see. Beautiful to see. Oh my goodness. Guys. Beautiful. Do you think Ekitike is cooking? Yeah, bro. Every time he's been on the ball, he's looked. You could see the quality immediately. Immediately on the ball, you just see his quality. Bro, and Salah as well. That right-hand side of Mohamed Salah and Connor Bradley. That's what gets me so excited about Connor. You look at him defensively, I think he's as solid as you can ask for a defender. And the more I've seen him get games for Liverpool, the better he's looked going offensively. So he just looks like the complete right back already. And he's still so young, Connor Bradley is. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We got another corner. It looks like WIRTZ, by the way, is our new corner taker for this new season, guys. Florian WIRTZ. Substitution. Oh, it's blocked. But yeah, guys, it looks like WIRTZ is going to be our free kick taker now that Trent has left. It's probably going to be WIRTZ and Maka. Not free kicks, sorry, corners. Ollie, my favorite player of all time is Stevie G as well. Look. Favorite player of all time. No doubt about it. Delior says WIRTZ link-up chemistry on the right side is better than him being on the left. For now. But I think his link-up will be world-class on both sides. Delior, I don't doubt it. Why is WIRTZ wearing 58? It's just his temporary number. His official number will be announced, I bet, this Friday. This Friday when Adidas gets announced. And I could see him either taking the number 7 because that's now available because Lucho left. Or I could potentially see number 27. Soli Griffin says, good morning, Leo and friends. Good morning, Soli. Leo, will you be watching the PSG versus Spurs Super Cup? Potentially. Potentially. Actually, when is that? You said, when is the Super Cup final? It's on the 14th, so it's the day before the Premier League season kicks off. Potentially. Leo, how excited you're getting about a friendly against these, bro? Yeah, Nathan, because I love Liverpool, and there's so many new players and new tactics. Like, just, we're going to be a completely different team this season, and this is like a sneak peek of that. You know what I mean? So, that's why. Big up, Alex. Thank you for the kind words. If we're at a Liverpool game at the same time, absolutely we can meet. Why is Frimpong not starting? Because I think Connor Bradley I think Slot rates Connor Bradley very, very highly at right back. So it's going to be a competition for that place, for that starting right back position, which is what you want. Yeah, Chendo, the pitch really is not great that they're playing on. Far from ideal. When is the Crystal Palace Liverpool game? Next Sunday, August 10th. Who do you think will contend against Liverpool for the Premier League next season? For me, Arsenal. Arsenal. For me, Arsenal is the team I'm looking at that I think will raise their game because they brought in 2 starters. Zubamendi, he's an elite player. Zubamendi. And then they brought in Victor Yokeres. That's the bigger signing because they needed a goal scorer and he's literally going to be there to score goals. So I think it's going to be Arsenal that are going to contend. But of course we can't underestimate Pep Guardiola ever because he's one of the greatest managers of all time. And Rodrigo will be back for them. So City will be much stronger. And then Chelsea, we saw what they did in the final against PSG. So you never know with Chelsea either. Delior says, I like the fact we have a lot of attackers up front to overload the box. And to think we're gonna add potentially Alexander Isak to these attacking options is crazy. Yeah, I think there's a good chance. I think there's a good chance. I do have a membership for tickets, but definitely not a season ticket holder. To be a season ticket holder at Liverpool, there's like 100-year wait for that. Generational wait for it. I still think we need a center back before the end of the window. Absolutely, Seth, but it'll happen. Don't worry. Do you think we'll sign Rodrigo? No, I don't think so. Alyssa says, I have the chance to go to uni either in Paris or Cape Town. Whoa, those are such different options. Both sound incredible. But Cape Town sounds like the bigger adventure. Who will be our new left winger? Cody Gakpo. He's going to be our starting left winger. I know Gehi will not join Liverpool. You don't think so? Where do you think he'll go then? Because he only has 1 year left and apparently Crystal Palace do want to sell this summer because they don't want to lose him on a free. Hey Arya, new subscriber in the building. Thank you. Nice to see you in the building. Welcome. Thoughts on EKITIKE? Looking very sharp so far. Ollie, we've been absolutely dominant. Absolutely dominant. And we've had lots of chances, with the best one being Cody Gakpo hitting the post. But one thing that has to be said is the state of that pitch is really not good. I don't know how they're playing on such a poor pitch. Final score will be 3-0, says Adam Gamer. What's the status on Chiesa? He looks likely to leave. Federico Chiesa does. Yo, Patrick, nice to see you in the building. Yes. Thank you, Patrick. Nice to see you. Who do you think will be our free kick taker? Bro, I don't even know. I saw Virgil taking some free kicks in training and he was scoring some bangers. We obviously know Maka is very good at them. We know Subasai is good at them, and Florian Wirtz probably is good at them. So there's lots of competition for that free kick. Who's going to be our main free kick taker? I think probably as of right now, it probably is Maka, if I had to guess. But from corners, it looks like Florian Wirtz might be our new corner taker. Susan Grants has been a community support member for 7 months. Big up. Susan, who says, hope we get at least one center back this window. We will. We will. Trust me. We sold Kwanzaa. We're going to be bringing a center back. What's the story on Darwin, says Adam Gamer. He's very likely to leave, is the latest. The best morning, waking up to a Leo stream and a Liverpool game. Oh, yes. This is also the best morning for me. Liverpool game and for us to be in the building together. Best type of morning. Did you see Virgil's free kicks? Yeah, unbelievable. He used to take them during his Celtic days, I believe, as well. Virgil did. Maka definitely would be my main free kick taker. I think right now it is Maka, if I had to guess. But like I said, there's definitely competition for that. Because Sobo is good at them too. Cody! Oh, I thought Cody was going to win that header. Thank you, Hoodie X, for the support. You went to Anfield last week, Frank? Where are you from in the Netherlands? Who do you think will be our vice captain? I think Mohamed Salah. I think it'll be Mohamed Salah. I met you outside Anfield. Real funny. Shout out to you. Thank you, okay. What about Salah for free kicks? I don't think so. I love Salah, but we would have seen him on free kicks before, I think, if it had been. From the Milan streamer, I was the one who asked if Harvey would stay. Big up. Love from Sweden. Bro, Florian Wirtz is looking sharp too. Florian. Uh-oh. They have a counter-attack here. 1v1 with Virgil. Is he going to be able to get through Virgil though? No, he can't. Look, who can beat Virgil in a 1v1 situation? I think he just felt the aura and he was like, I'm not taking him on. And Virgil was just so calm. He was just like waiting for him to run into him. Go on, Verge. That gave me flashbacks to Erling Haaland 1v1. And then I think it was Heung-min Son and Sissoko that had the 1v1 versus Virgil. And Kylian Mbappe had a 1v1 against Virgil too. But he's the best defender around. He's the best defender in the world. Nah, I agree. This pitch is not good enough. I was saying that earlier. Thank you, Ollie. Bro, it's too easy for Verge. It's way too easy for Virgil. Bro, how's EKITIKE playing? Very sharp so far. He nearly scored. Really unlucky from him. Who remembers Bradley Stacco and Mbappe, bro? Isn't Robbo confirmed vice captain? Not confirmed. That was just some meme account on Twitter that got that spreading around. If I had to guess right now, I would say Mohamed Salah. Thank you, Rob Kerr. I appreciate you. The Stand of Warrior says, hey, Leo, how are you feeling today? It's been a while since I've been on here. Been keeping my followers on TikTok happy. You'll never walk alone. Big up. Nice to see you. You'll never walk alone. I'm feeling very excited. Very excited for the season to start. This is almost our strongest lineup right now that we're seeing. So it just tells you that the season is coming very soon. And I absolutely can't wait for it. Big up DRT. Thank you very much. Has become a community support member. I want W's in the building for Dr. T. And Dr. T, I want you spamming those emojis. Spamming them up. Belkada says, I'm a big fan, bro. Love your vids. When I ask you a question, please respond. Big up, Belkada. Thank you. The vice captain still hasn't been... Apparently, Slaughter has chosen who his vice captain is, but he hasn't announced it publicly yet. But he has chosen it. He said that. After the last game against AC Milan, he said that post-match. Hydrating much today, Leo? Not that much, actually, because I almost need to pee already. But to be fair, it's almost halftime. I'm going to hydrate for us to score before halftime, you guys, okay? Uh-oh, they have a counter-attack here. Oh, great save from Maradashvili. Great save from Maradashvili. It was a header towards the back post. They almost went 1-0 up, but Maradashvili came to save the day. I've heard that miss from Hugo. I swear, if that went in, I think all of us would have lost it. Yeah. The ingenuity for it. Look at that save. Great save. from Mamardashvili. Look at the replay there. Fantastic save from our new goalkeeper, guys. Polytechnique Institute of Paris. I have heard of it. Alyssa, I have heard of it. What's your question, GS Warrior? No, Flora, I think Maka is in our strongest 11. I think he'll definitely start first game of the season against Bournemouth, especially considering Gravenberch is suspended for that one. So I think our midfield three for the first game of the season will definitely be Soboslai, Maka, and Florian Wirtz. Yeah, bro, Gakpo. People underrate Gakpo. Who did a random timeout, GS Warrior? Who did it? Do you know? And the J-League World Challenge Final? I'm not sure what it is. This is just a friendly. This is just a friendly. But for us, obviously important. Yeah, it was a great save. Kaya, nice to see you. Gakpo, man of the match so far? Yeah, he looks so sharp. He wants to... that left wing position, he's making it his own. Oh, that was beautiful. Piece of trickery from him. Beautiful. In Liverpool shadows, yeah, the stand of Warriors. The way we recruit is just on a different level. The fact that Alisson could still be here for another year or two, and we've already replaced him last summer, just shows how much we pre-planned for the future, this football club. And I do think us going for Alexander Isak is us planning the future in terms of replacing Mohamed Salah. Not because Isak is going to play on the right wing, but replacing the goals that Mohamed Salah brings to Liverpool Football Club. I think they know they have to eventually find someone who's going to step up for Liverpool Football Club as a pure goal scorer. And I think they see Alexander Isak as having that ceiling to take up being the main man. And they want to do it before rather than too late or having to do that the moment he leaves. It's better to allow some time to integrate, just like Mamardashvili. He's going to be allowed time to integrate, learning off of Alisson in training as well. You know? What shirts are behind you, Derby? It's mostly Liverpool shirts. Retro shirts and stuff behind. Go 12. Next time that you do a suspension, please ask in the chat Go 12, because I know Alyssa was also put in a timeout. So just ask before so I can double check, okay? Daniel says, I'm on a boat right now in Albania. We're going to some island where there's beaches, but I still need to see Liverpool. You and Liverpool, it's a must. Big up. That sounds amazing, though. Being on a boat right now? What? I'll be honest, I don't think we need... Nah, I think Isak, like I said, is planning for the future. For the present and the future. But we're going to have... Oh, yeah. GS Warrior, that you got to be careful with the spamming, okay? And you can ask Deliora, because Deliora is managing the mods, I would say. Those better than me. Patrick says, you think we're going to rotate Ali and Mamardashvili much, or do you think Ali's going to... No, you don't rotate goalkeepers. We saw Arsenal doing that at some point, and it did not help. I think there's going to be a clear number one who starts Premier League and Champions League. And in my opinion, that's undisputed. That's Alisson Becker. He's just the best in the world, in my opinion. You know? So... I think it'll be Alisson, and then Mamardashvili is going to learn off of him to eventually replace him in the future and start in the domestic cups. Yeah, it's still 0-0. GS Warrior, as of right now, we have enough mods, bro. But I see your comments. Delior is our El Capitano. Exactly. Really? What subs would you like to see in the second half? At halftime, the only player that's going to come off probably is Gravenberch. And I think Endo is going to come on in his place. But who do I want to see otherwise? The player I'm most excited to see that's on our bench right now is RIO Angamoa and Jeremy Frimpong. Those are the two I most want to see come off the bench. And they will. They definitely will. In the 60th minute, both of them will come on. RIO Angamoa will probably come on for Cody on the left. And then Frimpong will come on for Connor Bradley. Right back. What do you think of the match so far? Animations looking real sharp in the final third. We just don't have that cutting edge right now. You know? That's it. Patrick. Love it. Thoughts on the team, bro? We're looking sharp. Just a bit sloppy at times defensively, I will say. Like that moment where Ibu gave it away and their attacker was through on goal, but Virgil had that easy. But it's normal, guys. Look at the state of this pitch, and it's a preseason friendly, you know. Yeah, I'm hyped to see. I'm hyped to see. Footy Talk says you're playing like Man United right now. Oh god, that's not a compliment. Oh goodness. Chloe says, can't wait for the season with all these new signings. The future's looking sharp, not just the future, the present. That's what's brilliant for us Liverpool fans. All the players we've signed so far have been under the age of 25. But they're also players that could arguably start for Liverpool Football Club already. And that just tells you how much we're not just planning for the future, but also for the present. And that's incredibly exciting when you think about it. Guys, who's been your player of the half so far, by the way? Guys, who's been your best player of the first half so far? Who's been your player so far? For me, I would say Cody Gakpo. What are we saying? EKITIKE as well? What are we saying so far, you guys? Halftime whistle, guys. 0-0 at halftime. Guys, what are we saying? 0-0. I feel like we should at least have scored a goal or two. The best chance of the half was definitely Cody Gakpo, who hit the post. What are we saying, you guys? Let me know who your player of the half has been so far. Salah? Salah has looked very sharp, to be fair. If Cody's the best player this half, Leo, why do you think he will come off? Every player is coming off in the 60th minute. Slot already said that. Every player. He announced it before the game. Because rotation, it's preseason. I think some Colombian fans will be watching Bayern from now on, definitely. Will Woodman be in goal? Yeah, I think Woodman will come on. He's our third keeper. EKITIKE has been very sharp with Salah and Gakpo. I agree. Very sharp. We just need to find that cutting edge. Cutting edge. Oh, yeah, let me stop the timer. Sorry. All right, guys. I will be right back. I just need to pee. I'll be right back. For those of you that want to play football bingo, I'll send the link right now in the chat, okay? For those of you that want to play. Let me send the link. And I'll be right back, you guys. I just need to pee and I'm going to get some more water so we can hydrate for some goals in the second half. There we are. Guys, I've just left it in the comments. I'll be back. Oh, that pitch is terrible. Guys, let me get the football bingo game started for you guys. 69 of you playing. Good luck, guys. 69 of you guys playing. Big up. I'm just going to get some coffee. I'm just refilling a little bit of coffee. I'll be back. Nah, Isaac is world class. You cannot say that Isaac is not world class. I'm not having that. I'm sorry. I'm not having that. All right, you guys, I'm going to read out the subs, and I want you to tell me who you want to see come on in the second half, okay? All right, you guys ready? On the bench. You guys ready? On the bench, we have Woodman. So I think Woodman will come on for Mamadashvili around 60th minute. Pesci. Wataru Endo, I think, will come on at halftime for Gravenberg because Slot said he wouldn't play till the 60th minute. Then we got Darwin, Maka, Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott, Kostas, Robbo, Frimpong, Rio Angamoa, Tyler Morton, Stevenson, and Trey Agnoni. What are we saying, you guys? What are we saying? For me, the two that I'm most... the three that I most want to see off the bench are Jeremy Frimpong, because I think he could potentially come on the right wing for Mohamed Salah. That's what happened in the last game. Rio Angamoa, bro, so exciting to watch. And then Trey Agnoni. No, Patrick, you can't get me anymore. I just turned on notifications. I just turned on notifications now for news. So you won't be able to get me. I would have gotten the notif. I would have gotten the notification for here we go. You're not getting me this time. Times have changed. Times have changed. You didn't get me. You can't get me like that. Leo's outsmarted us. Notifications on, bros taking it too serious. Well, because it's a transfer season, I only really did this yesterday, but because it's a transfer season right now, and as you guys know, I also run the Instagram Liverpool goals, I have to be on top of stuff. So I turned on notifications for the transfer season. Just from certain journalists like David Ornstein, Fabrizio, Paul Joyce, the most reliable ones. EKITIKE to stay in till the 60th minute. Till the 60th minute. Should stay, bro. EKITIKE, I think, looked... I understand people want to see goals because he's a striker and this and that, but I'm just judging based off of how he actually looked on the ball. He just looked like he looked so sharp. And he looks so good on the ball, like such a joy to watch just from the bit that we got to see on this terrible pitch, you know? Will you do a starting 11 for the second half? There isn't a different 11, Dean, for this second half. Slot said this same team will play till the 60th minute. And then the only thing that will change is Gravenberg won't play the 60 minutes. So Endo is probably going to come on at halftime just now. That's the main difference. Do you remember Luis Garcia? Of course. Luis Garcia. He drinks sangria. He came from Barca to Liverpool. I swear, on the European away days I've gone with Liverpool, we've sung the Luis Garcia song more than any other song. It's unreal. Oh, Alyssa says, Leo, just being in this community has made me forget I'm sick. Liverpool is more than a club. You'll never walk alone. Alyssa, you know we're all with you. Leo, go on the X Factor. Oh, God. I would get kicked out in a heartbeat. I would go viral for the worst auditions ever. What's your thoughts on Bobby Firmino? My favorite player. My favorite player from the Klopp era. Literally. Bobla, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Who says, where do we watch? Enjoy the content. The game is on All Red Video if you look that up, or LFC TV. That's the only place the game is being streamed for all the preseason games. So the double header against Athletic Bilbao next week, that's also going to be streamed on LFC TV, the same platform. That would be good. Honestly, Patrick, that would be great. Imagine. Man of the match is the pitch. The state of that pitch, I agree. Luis Garcia. He drinks sangria. Salah's been crazy with his passing. Yeah, and imagine he's doing it on that pitch. On that terrible pitch. It's incredible. If you look it up, you'll be able to sign up if you look it up. Leo, has EKITIKE been good so far? Very good in my opinion. Very, very good. And I'm even more excited now. Yo, Shobana from Malaysia, what's good? You're tapping faster than Michael Jackson. Why do they score so easily in training but not in the actual game? Because it's so much easier to score in training. We see even Darwin scoring crazy goals in training, so it's not comparable to an actual game, you know? And here, the state of the pitch, I do think we'd have a lot more goals by now if it was a pitch with decent quality. You know? It does make a big difference. Yusha, you're at the game. How's the atmosphere been? Mr. Hot Sauce, love from Luxembourg. Big up. We got another one. Look, guys. Look at this. Bro. Ekitike, you think Darwin will come on, Alyssa, in the second half? Ekitike to come on? No, sorry, Darwin to come on? Why can't you find it? Yeah, it looks like Chelsea are going for another double swoop, you guys. Chelsea are trying to not only sign Joral Hato, and it's very advanced, but it's looking like they're also going to get the deal done for Xavi Simons, who we've been linked with in the past. He's a baller as well. So Chelsea is still going big in this window. Very big. You can watch it on LFC TV, bro. Oh, wait. It's not Endo that ended up coming on, by the way, you guys. It's not Endo. Guys, it's actually Curtis Jones. Guys, Curtis Jones is the one that came on. Yeah, sorry for the delay, Delior. We're all good now. Guys, Curtis Jones, it looks like, came on. Let me try to confirm that with you guys. Hold on. I think it's Curtis Jones, guys. Have a look at the pitch. Oh, Darwin and Jones came on. So Darwin came on for Ekitike and Curtis Jones came on for Gravenberg. I'm surprised. I thought that Endo would come on, given that there's so many Japanese fans that want to see him. But I guess he'll come on in the 60th minute then. So double sub, guys. Darwin is on the pitch. We get to... Darwin runs in behind. Oh, the keeper did well to come out. I thought Darwin was through on goal there. Oh, Darwin was offside. Never mind. He was offside again. Leo, my brother will cry his eyes out if Chelsea sign Jorel Hato. Well, it looks like it's going to be happening. Wow. Wait, that's weird. Endo and Kustas are getting ready to come on now. Why didn't they just come on at halftime? Look, the Japanese fans are getting hyped about Endo. Endo Wataru. Wataru. Huge applause for Endo as he's getting ready to come on. I miss Kalaha too. Bro, I have a feeling Darwin's going to cook in the second half. Yeah, of course. And where's Maka? He's going to come on. He's on the bench. Don't you worry about that. Oh, Darwin. You're going to the Liverpool with the Athletic Club. Ooh, I'm excited for those. Prime Kalaha. We need to see the Frimpong WIRTZ link up. I know, right? I'm so hyped for that. Thank you, Dougie. Go on, Sobo. Look how high Connor Bradley, by the way, look how high Connor Bradley is moving on the pitch. He's literally like almost in the box right now. Cody. Bro, Cody. Ah, it's going to be a goal kick. He's looking sharp though. Ah, Patrick. I appreciate the support. He has a question. Yeah, let me know what the question is. My dad says there's a possibility I might go to Liverpool versus Atletico. Really? I don't think the ticket should be too expensive for that one. He asked, who's your favorite player we've signed so far? That's hard. I love all of them. I love all of them. How could you ask me that? No, I don't think I can answer. I don't think I can answer. Who am I? I'll just say this. No, Darwin. Oh, how did Darwin not score there? Bro, look at that ball in. Who is that from? Mohamed Salah. And he was onside, guys. That Darwin goal would have counted. Oh, he should have scored there. Darwin should have scored. Could have even taken a touch. He's just goated like that. Yeah, I agree. Connor Bradley for me is the complete fullback. He's the complete. Yes, I have a cat. I have a cat called Sasha. Bro, that Darwin goal would have counted as well. But yeah, which signing am I most excited for? I mean, it's the obvious answer, but Florian Wirtz, just because we haven't had an attacking midfielder like that, in my opinion, since the Coutinho days. And those players just get you off your seat, you know, and they just get you even more excited about the game. So for him to be a Liverpool player, that's what I'm most excited for, of course. I know it's basic, but it's the truth. Nice clearance from Darwin. Stop that, Deliora. Stop that. Goodness. Wow, guys, by the way, Melissa Reddy, who's a very reliable journalist, just said, quote, I think it was always the plan for Liverpool to have EKITIKE and Alexander Isak in an ideal world. Liverpool knew there would be this market opportunity because he made it clear to Newcastle that he wanted last season to be his final one at the club. Guys, this means Alexander Isak already knew last season that he was planning to leave this summer. That's new. That's a new report, and Melissa Reddy is extremely reliable. Guys, we did not know that info before. That Alexander Isak already knew last season that he wanted it to be his last. That's a pretty big update in my opinion, because that shows that he wasn't being this disrespectful player to Newcastle, but he knew that he wanted that. That's massive information in my opinion. That's really key information. He hasn't pulled off a Trent though. It's so different. Do you guys... It's just like Do you realize Alexander Isak, the funds that he could be bringing Newcastle, they can sign an extremely highly rated player in Benjamin Sesko and still have enough money to sign 2 more players if they sold Isak for the money we're talking about. So he would give a lot back to Newcastle and already think about how much he has given. Oh, it looks like they're going to score. 1-0. No way. We've conceded to Yokohama. It's not offside, you guys. We're really 1-0 down. And to me, it felt like it was coming. Bro, it felt like it was coming. 1-0. For Yokohama. Oh my days. Defenses, bro. This is supposedly our defense too for the first game of the season. And you're saying it's been open, it's wide open, bro. What? How is it that easy? Just a through ball, and then he just puts it in, post in. That's not a good look. I understand it's just preseason, but this is still going to be our defense. That's likely going to start the first game of the season. That's why I'm not happy that we've just conceded there. Time for Endo to come on. Bro, usually we bring on Endo to shut up shop. Right now we're 1-0 down. We need a comeback. I'd rather bring on Frimpong right now. We need someone who's going to bring that energy. Bring on Maka. Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's a big deal. It's just not. We just don't want. It's not good to even if I understand it's just preseason. I'd just rather not concede. But we'll come back. We'll come back. No doubt about it. Come on, you Reds. Salah with a beautiful ball towards Cody. Oh my god, bro. Why is Yokohama defending so well? How many blocks have it had in this game? Alyssa says we need Frimpong, Maka, and Endo. I would like to see those subs. Deliora says the bad performance in preseason is only just to confuse the rivals when the season starts. And if you think back to last season, we actually looked so good in preseason, though. Last season. I know we lost to Preston, but in the other games, like Arsenal and stuff. Oh, Darwin, look at that strength from Darwin. He plays a beautiful ball to Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah in the box. Bro, why is Yokohama defending like it's a Champions League final right now? Look at the way they're defending for their lives. Bro. Billy says this team only knows how to win titles, not friendlies. I mean, if that's what it is, I'll take it, bro. I'm going to hydrate, though, for us to equalize because I do want to see us score. But that's what I mean, Patrick. People are giving Isak bad rep for the way he's handling the situation now, but that update saying that he already made it clear last season that he wanted to be his final season, for me, that changes things because it shows it didn't come out of nowhere. Why was EKITIKE'S subbed? Bro, because it's preseason. And he's only just joined the club, so that's why we're not trying to push everybody too much, you know? Leo, should I be worried? No. No, but I want to see us come back because I want to see us score goals, even if it's preseason. Oh, God. They have a shot from distance. I thought that was 2-0 right there for Yokohama. Thankfully, Endo's coming on. I want W Endo in the building right now. Endo's coming on, baby. Watch Endo come on and score 2 goals for the comeback. Watch. I'm gonna hydrate for an Endo goal in the second half because the fans will go crazy. Virgil's coming off, by the way. Our captain's coming off. Damn, we're about to have we're about to have less defensive stability because Verge is off. Endo captain in Japan. He's gonna score. Mark my words, bro. It's gonna have to be from a corner though, because it looks like Endo's playing center back. So I think it's gonna have to be. Bro. Endo captain, listen to the noise. Listen to the noise. Bro, he's playing center back. I'm telling you, he came on for Verge. He's not playing in his usual defensive mid position. Leo, hydrate for a comeback. Hydrating for a comeback. Come on, you Reds. We should bring on RIO. That's what I've been saying. Bro, we need to bring on RIO. By the way, for those of you that want to see who's come off so far, that's the team that's... Endo Wataru Endo. Be honest about the game. Disappointing. The second half. Disappointing. But I think goals are coming. Goals are coming. Bring on RIO. I would bring him on right now. Yeah, Darwin's... You can't ever fault Darwin's mentality. Ever. He always tracks back for the team. Oh, go on, WIRTZ. Guys, I think we're going to have a counter-attacking opportunity. No, WIRTZ can't get through there. Come on. Come on. Let's keep the press. Guys, there's some space here. In behind. Yes! That's beautiful from Curtis Jones. Guys, we have some space here for the counter-attack. Curtis Jones. Curtis plays it to Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah plays it back to Curtis. It falls to Florian WIRTZ! Florian WIRTZ opens his scoring for Liverpool Football Club. Florian WIRTZ. Come on. Let's go. There's some space on the counter-attack. He's got his goal. Let's go. Come on. That's what I wanted to see today. I either wanted to see a Hugo Ekitike goal or a Florian WIRTZ goal, and he's gone and done it. He has arrived at Liverpool Football Club. The second game we get to see him for the club, and he scores. Look at this. I think the assist will be given to... No, the assist will be given to Curtis. Come on. Come on. I want W Florian right now in the building. Salah played it back. Curtis left it. And WIRTZ, boom. Bottom left-hand corner. No chance the keeper was saving that. Look. It's calm and composed. W Florian. Come on. That's my boy. Flow. And RIO's coming on. Yes. Guys, it's 1-1. WIRTZ has just scored and now RIO Angamoa is coming on. This is dreamland for us. Dreamland. Come on. Now the rival fans are saying, oh, you're only playing against Yokohama. Bro, whatever. WIRTZ scored. That'll be great for his confidence. That's what preseason is about. Confidence and match fitness and getting used to the new system. W flow. Oh, I'm hyped for our new boy. We got City fans saying Ryan Cherki clears. Let's see. Let's see about that during the season. All right, I'm going to hydrate again for us to take the lead. Bro, this is dreamland for us. Florian WIRTZ scores. First goal for Liverpool. I know it's a friendly, but still. First goal for Liverpool. And now RIO has come on. The first of many. Yes, come on. Dean says, I told you WIRTZ would score. Yes. Our new boy. Our new boy has arrived. That's going to give him confidence. I'm so hyped. Oh, that's not a good pass to Endo. Not a good pass. Not a good pass. Flow, flow, flow. WIRTZ and RIO on the pitch right now. Oh, who else is hyped about this duo? Guys, this duo is going to be something special next season. Mohamed Salah and Florian Wirtz. My goodness. My goodness. I can't wait for next season already. I can't wait for next season. What are they doing to me out here? Too hyped. I'm way too hyped for the season to start. Way too hyped right now. Imagine a RIO goal that would boost his confidence so much. I actually see him playing some minutes in the Prem. Bro, I would love nothing more than a RIO goal right now. I would love nothing more than a RIO goal. Seriously. RIO goal or a Frimpong goal. That would hit. Oh, that would hit. Please. 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 Oh, come on. Bro, the goal was beautiful. Salah had some space on the right-hand side. He played it towards the middle. Curtis left it. And WIRTZ made that run into the box. And he calmly slotted it home. Bottom left-hand corner. Flow has arrived. Flow has arrived, baby. Come on, you Reds. Come on, you Reds. Oh, I wanted to see that. The vision between Mohamed Salah and Florian Wirtz will be dangerous this season. Bro, I think last season they were the only two players, if I'm not mistaken, to have gotten 10 plus goals and 10 plus assists in all competitions. So both players are extremely complete as attackers. In terms from a creative point of view and from a goal scoring point of view, they bring so much. So to think that we're going to get to watch Mohamed Salah and Flow week in, week out, that's too much for me to handle. That's genuinely too much for me. It's way too exciting. Way too freaking exciting. Frimpong! Oh! 2-1! And it's Trey and Yoni, bro. He's somebody that I want to see. Come on. Do you see that assist from Jeremy Frimpong? He has arrived. Our Leverkusen boys have arrived. Frimpong scores. And now Jeremy Frimpong with a beautiful cross into the box. And it was basically just a tap in at the back post from Trey and Yoni. Bro, the future is bright, but so is the present. Look at that pass from Frimpong. And it's a tap in for Trey and Yoni. 2-1. We turned the game around just like that. That's Liverpool Football Club right there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh la la. Trey and Yoni. Come on. Beautiful cross from Trey Frimmers. Trey Frimmers indeed. Come on. That's beautiful. I literally was saying as well, you guys, in the second half, the three players I was most excited to see come on are Jeremy Frimpong, RIO, and Trey and Yoni. And guess what's happened? They've all come on, but two of the players I most wanted to see come on just linked up for a freaking goal. That hits different. Trey and Yoni is the future, and Frimpong has arrived. I'm too hyped, bro. Now the future is too bright at this football club, and the present is too bright. WIRTZ goal, Frimpong assist in the same match. We're cooking. We're cooking. Come on. Oh, this is what preseason is all about. That is what preseason is all about. Come on, bro. Trey's game is so mature already, bro. From the moment he first came into the anytime he's gotten opportunities, it's just felt that he's meant to play at this level, you know, and that's saying a lot. That is saying a lot. Shout out to you, 29 Jack. That's an attacker's hit. The kid is good, and Frimpong is good. Look at that assist. Bro Force says Frimpong's going to get 15 goals and assists or more next season, bro. Imagine. Bro. I'm too hot. Nah, I can't wait. I can't wait for the season. It's too much. It's too much for me to handle. I've never been more excited for a season. Go on. Go on, Rio. Jeez! Oh my goodness. Guys, that was Alexander Frimpong. Bro, did you just see what Rio just did? Do you see what Rio just did? Every time he takes on his men 1v1, I feel like he absolutely beats them. And that was a good cross towards Darwin too. Do you see this bowler? I'm gonna hydrate for us to make it 3-1. And I'm gonna hydrate again. I want Rio to get the goal, because that would do him the world of confidence. This is dreamland. No, this is dreamland. This is dreamland. Thank you for always being so upbeat, brother. How can I not be upbeat about this? Are you freaking kidding me? Bro, we signed so many quality players to add on to what we already have in a Premier League winning team. Bro, I'm too excited. Is Salah playing well? Very well. I thought in the other preseason games, he looked like he wasn't really trying. It was more about match fitness, which again, I understand, because he's someone that delivers always from the first game of the season. But today, for me, it looked like he's really trying, and you can see his quality, his touch, the passing, just world class for Mohamed Salah today. World class. Alinos, if Isaac wants to come to Liverpool, we welcome him at Liverpool. I think we need him for the future, Alinos. I was saying before, I think this Isaac signing is getting ready for a future without Mohamed Salah. And what I mean with a future without Mohamed Salah is someone who you can count on to get you crazy goals and assists. I think Alexander Isak, they have the vision for that, planning for the future. Frimpong with another extremely dangerous cross into the box, but it's cleared. Frimpong is looking sharp as well. You're seeing a lot of his quality already. Zach says people don't speak enough about our talents. And Yoni and Rio, they're too good. They're fantastic. Who scored? Florian Wirtz scored the opener, and then Trey and Yoni made it 2-1. I couldn't watch the match. Did EKITIKE play well? He looked really sharp in the first half. We just weren't playing our best football in the first half. We've really set a light from the moment Yokohama scored. That's when we turned it up a gear and scored the 2 goals. Alexander Frimpong. I told you we needed Frimpong to come on, bro. I'm too excited. The Standard Warrior says, holy cow, I come back and it's 2-1. Yeah. It's been beautiful. Rio! Bro! No, Rio! Oh my... No. Do you see the way Rio is absolutely destroying the defenders he's up against? And he nearly scored there, but the keeper saved it. No. He's too good. Guys, start Rio this season. He's twisting up his defenders. Do you see this Rio cameo? He can really go both ways. Look at the way he's twisting and turning. Look. And then... Oh, jeez. No. Rio's... No, he's a baller. And come to Ireland. Yeah, I would love to come to Ireland. It would be so fun. Bro, do you see this Rio? Nah, he's really a gem. He's absolutely a gem, Cal. What a talent. What a talent. And now Maka's going to take this free kick. Bro. Thought that was how Rio was moving. You thought that was Diaz. That's a compliment. Prime. The way he was moving was prime Diaz de Leora. But Jesus, he's doing this at freaking 16 years old? Nah. We gotta trust him this season. Oh, Maka tried the free kick, but it went straight towards the wall. Maka tried the half volley. Nor the volley. But it's not on target. He's balling, my brother. My brother is balling out. My brother is balling out. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Trey and Yoni, remember the name. Bro, look at the pressing from us now. We just won a corner, all from the pressing. Let's get Rio some game time this season. He's fit. He's fit to go on, absolutely. Florian Wirtz has come off, though. I'm so happy he got his first goal in his second game for us, basically. Second game we got to see of him. Bro. Guys. Rio needs to get opportunities this season. He needs opportunities this season. Imagine bring on someone with that quality off the bench when a team tires out. That's all I can think about. We have to use him. I don't care about age when you play that way. I don't care about age. I really don't. Wirtz has scored his first goal for the club. Bro. Did Kirkez play well? Solid. Rio is a talent for our wing. Absolutely, Daniel. Last time Inyoni scored in a preseason match, we went on to win the league. That's just what the stat people are saying out here. I'm going to hydrate for us to make it 3-1. Who's the captain after Virgil got subbed off? Wataru Endo. He got a beautiful, beautiful ovation from the crowd in Japan, as you can imagine. No, bro, I want to see Anyoni more this season too. Bro. Yeah, Maka. For me, there's not that many people, I think, in the team that, if they're fit, have to start. Maka is one of the names, in my opinion. When he's fit, he just has to start. He's that good. You know? John says, just subscribe to your channel, mate. Loving your energy. Keep hydrating for those goals, buddy. You'll never walk alone. Thank you, John. Big up in the building. I'm going to keep hydrating for this entire season, you best believe. We're going to be bringing that energy for every game this season. Like I said, I've never been more excited for a campaign in my entire life. Maybe when I was a kid, but this feels, I can't remember it feeling, I can't remember having this kind of buzz. And to think we could, you see the space from Frimpong? Bro, do you see this from Frimpong? Look at the strength from Trey and Yoni too. Oh my goodness. Mr. H and Friends says, if we get Isaac, what's your front three? I don't even know, bro. We have too much quality. I can't even answer that. I can't even answer that, but I'm too excited right now by the pace I'm seeing from Jeremy Frimpong. Do you see this? Bro. This is unbelievable. Thank you, Chris and Olivia. But love to see the reactions from both goals. Love the excitement. How could you not be excited, bro? Now we just need Endo. Now what would cap this off is an Endo goal in front of the Japanese crowd or RIO. Ideally, I would take a RIO assist for an Endo screamer from outside the box. I would take that in a heartbeat. I would love that, actually. Really love that. Do you remember Ragnar Klavan? Of course I remember Lord Klavan. The Estonian beast. I remember his goal away at Burnley. Girona FC Fanatic says, I don't know what it was, but from the moment I saw RIO, I knew he was going to be a special talent. By the way, there was a total crowd of 67,032 people, fans at the game tonight. Beautiful to see the support. Come on, you Reds. What do you mean show it after the game, Nelson? I woke up late. How was EKITIKE and WIRTZ, bro? WIRTZ scored his first goal and EKITIKE looked very sharp in the first half. Jeff, it wasn't I wouldn't say a beauty WIRTZ's goal, but he took it really well. Calm and composed, bottom left-hand corner. He was in a very good position though, but it's him that made that run into the box and that was so well situated in that position, you know? Susan, I think it's just because it's a preseason. That's why we're trolling. Otherwise, I know Daily Aura during a regular match is not trolling. Don't you worry. What's happening with Harvey? I think he's going to end up leaving this summer. It looks like Spurs, because of the Morgan Gibbs-White deal fell through, it looks like Spurs could be interested. I've seen West Ham are interested and Brighton are interested. So let's hope they all go into a bidding war and that most importantly, we're able to insert a buyback clause in case he absolutely smashes it. Because I have a feeling, not exactly like Cole Palmer, but I remember when Cole Palmer was at City, everybody knew he was a special talent, but he never really got his opportunity. I worry Harvey Elliott can be a similar situation where we all know how talented he is, but he's just not getting that opportunity. But if he was at a club where he becomes the main man, that he could really explode. That's how I think some of us are feeling. You know? George, the game is on LFC TV. LFC TV or All Red Video, you'll be able to find it. Go on, Frimpong on the right-hand side. Frimpong. Oh, he nearly found Trey and Yoni in the box there. Again, nearly. Jeez. Leo's had a drink. We're going to score. Any updates on Stefan Bajcetic? It looks like he's going to be going out on loan this season. And the club that apparently is interested is Celtic. That's what I've seen. The most recent rumors are saying Celtic want to get Stefan Bajcetic on loan for the season. Frimpong, X and Yoni. Oh, yes, indeed. John says, it doesn't matter how great the goals are. All that matters is hitting the ball in the back of the net. I'm so excited for our youngsters this season, Leo. Me too. I'm so excited. We don't have the ball movement. Dragos, it's not available for preseason, but it's going to be available, I promise, when the season starts, which is literally in about 10 days' time. We're going to play Crystal Palace in the Community Shield final. Frimpong is rapid. Our youngsters are going to cook this season. Look at Rio! No. Oh, he tried a cross. If someone had been there towards the back post, it would have been fantastic from Rio. But look at the way he gets away from his defender. He's rapid. I'm too excited for him, guys. I'm too excited. Way too excited. Rio, go on. Rio turns inside. The dribble, the finish! Rio is the future! Bro, we wanted the Rio and Gamoa goal, the 16-year-old sensation. And he's just shown that he is the final end product. Mohamed Salah is smiling on the bench. He knows this kid is it. He knows this kid is it. Nah, bro, what a player. What a player. Curtis Jones giving him his props. Let's have another look here. He picked it up basically at the halfway line. Look at the pace. Close dribble. He turns inside. Bottom left hand. Nah, bottom right hand corner. Nah, this kid's the future. Guys, this is it. He's the one. I haven't seen a talent like this for the football club in many years. Coming through. I haven't seen a talent like this, you guys. I used to get excited in the past about players like Brewster, even Woodburn. Nah, this is different level. Slot has to play Rio this season. Has to. Imagine bringing on that level of talent off the... Nah, bro. Rio is it. This has been the dream second half. Dream. We got to see a WIRTZ goal and then Yoni goal. And now Rio and Gamoa. The future is here, bro. I want W Rio in the building. Nah, I gotta put him now on the cover. Rio is so good. Nah, seriously, he needs to be in the team. He needs to be in the freaking team. Bro. W Rio is going around right now. Teenage sensation. He's going to sign his first professional contract, you guys, next month. On August 29th, he turns 17. He's going to sign a 3-year contract. How could you not be so excited by this? Mr. Liverpool says, hey, Leo, I'm from Belgium and I'm going all the way to Anfield to watch the game versus Aston Villa. Love it. Love it, bro. Oh. Rio and Gamoa versus Max Dauman rivalry. The best there is at his age. This is beautiful for my... Bro, I haven't seen... Guys, let me know in the chat. When is the last time you've seen someone be 16 years old and show this level of talent for Liverpool Football Club? Tell me. When is the last time? Look at Salah's reaction for the goal too. It says it all. Do you see the smile, bro? Do you see that? I'm too high, bro. No, for Liverpool. When's the last time you saw this level of talent for Liverpool at 16? Let me know. I can't remember, is all I'm saying. Rio really is it. I'm way too hyped, you guys. I'm way too hyped. Big up Dan C. Thank you for becoming a community support member as well. I want W's for Dan. And I want you using those new emojis. We gotta add Rio. We gotta add Rio in there. Bro, GG's, full-time whistle. Full-time whistle. He's 16 years old, bro. He turns 17 next month. Guys, look at all the smiles. Full-time whistle. 3-1 for Liverpool. Bro. Guys. What are we saying for man of the match? What are we saying for the man of the match? Bro, I cannot believe Chelsea allowed us to have this Rio and Gamoa, guys. We recently signed him from the Chelsea Academy. They will be deeply regretting that. Look, Wonder Kids, guys, who know all about youth talents, said Rio and Gamoa to gate crash England's World Cup 2026 squad. Look, from Wonder Kids. He's special. Anybody who gets excited about young talents, I don't care who you support, you have to say this kid is something different. Look, Rio and Gamoa to gate crash England's World Cup 2026 squad. Bro. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Darwin for the goal clearance. Stop that. Stop that. I'm too hyped. I cannot believe Chelsea allowed us to have this kid. I cannot believe it. Cannot believe it. People are saying send another 10 million pounds to Chelsea for Rio. Let's go. TKV says, I want to see Rio and EKITIKE play together. I'm sure we will at some point this season. Bro, can the season just start tomorrow already, though? I want to start. Bro. Game. What is this, bro? What is this super chat? Game O Lester says, where's Jawliner with that sponsorship though? Bruh. Honestly, it could be a good sponsorship. That's not a bad idea for the channel. Because you guys mentioned it. You guys have been mentioning it. Dan C, thank you very much for that kind super chat. Thank you, Dan C. Who says, big season for Rio. He will play a lot of cup games. Then a breakout season next year and possible first team place. He's that good. No, I'm too excited. I've got a ticket for first Prem game. Oh my god, Jalapeno. I'm so hyped for you. Christopher Dauber, thank you as well for the super chat. But guys, imagine you're saying he's going to start in the domestic cups, and I agree he has to for that level of talent. But just imagine as an option off the bench, even in the Premier League. Bro, imagine that level of talent that we have just coming off the bench at any moment. Even in the Champions League, I don't care, bro. If you look like you belong at the level, you should be able to play. I never want to compare him to Lamine Yamal because he's a different level. He's just unbelievable and proven it because he's been consistent. But for me, he's an example where it doesn't matter your age. If you look like you belong, you should get playing time. And boy, does he look like he belongs. As an outstanding talent. Even if it wasn't for the goal, he could have scored another. But every time he was on that left wing taking on his defenders, he was just twisting them. He can turn in, turn out. I better be hyping Rio. If I'm not hyping Rio after a performance like that, bro, I haven't been this excited. I don't care who the opposition is, Delior. Because against AC Milan, he was up against an England international in Tomori, and he stood out. In that game against AC Milan in the first half, for me, he was the player that stood out the most. And that was against, like I said, AC Milan. So, for me, it's not just opposition. You have to take everything into account. Bro, I'm too excited. I'm too excited. This is a potential superstar. This is a potential superstar. Yo, Leo, Rio should take the number 7. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. If anything, that should be Florian Wirtz because he's proven it. Being the Bundesliga player of the season twice in a row, that takes some doing to do that at the age of 21. Dean, thank you very much for the super chat and the support, who says, I love Liverpool. Thank you, Leo, for your amazing channel. Thank you for the support. It means a lot. It means a lot. Dean, have you ever been this excited for a season to come? Have you ever been this excited for a season to come? Be honest. He's unbelievable. This team just looks so... Bro, look at Virgil's reaction at full time. He knows that we're talking about a very special talent here. Just look at our captain's smile. He knows this is a weapon Adnislot can use in this coming season as a real difference maker. Look at that. Joseph says, bro, Rio Ngamo is such a special talent. Some of his skills, we have such a player on. It's not just, for me, and this is no disrespect to Ben Doak, okay? Because Ben Doak is an incredible talent. But this is where, for me, Rio stands out more than any talent I've seen before. Like, Ben Doak is an unbelievable dribbler, right? And whenever he takes on his defenders, it looks like he can beat them at all times. But for me, the main difference I see between a Ben Doak talent and this Rio here is it looks like he's not the finished article, but I'm saying in the final third, he knows when to pass. Clearly, he knows when to shoot as well. He just scored here. But what I mean is, it's not just the dribbling. I see something extra here with Rio, which is beyond the dribbling. He has that footballing vision to find that pass or go for that shot because he nearly scored twice. The keeper saved the other previous shot. Oh my God, Joseph, that's going to be so exciting. Are you freaking kidding me? No, I'm definitely not writing Ben Doak off. Definitely not. But I'm just saying, for me, this is what I see in a difference with that talent. I'm never disrespecting other players. Not saying that. It's just what I think really stands out about Rio is not just his pace and dribbling, because we've seen that before. For me, it's the extra bit after he beats his man, the way he puts his head up, crosses it, or like we saw, shot. He nearly scored initially, and then he got his goal. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Maka is so important. He's a special player. Sile Menzi, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate the support. Who says, remember the name Rio. Leo, when are you visiting Cape Town? I would love to. If I visit Cape Town, I would come with my cousin because his dad is from Cape Town. So Solen, you might have seen him on the channel before. He's half South African, my cousin. So I would come with him, but it would be unbelievable because I see how many South African Scousers are in the building. So I would love to come one day. I saw. Did you get to see Grizz Khan? My boy Grizz Khan was there recently with the Big Six. Joseph says, seeing him on TV is special enough, but when I get to see him in action on Monday, that's even more special. Absolutely. Absolutely. Guys, just have a look at Virgil. Guys, have a look at Virgil and Salah's reaction to Rio's goal. It says everything. Look at the reactions. Bro, that says it all. That right there, that says it all. Look at this. He's the future. Yeah, I mean, Darwin will leave. Darwin leave. The only thing is him. Bro. How could you not be excited about the future, guys? How could you not be excited about the present and the future, seeing the level of talent at this club right now? Special times. Really special times. Oh wait, I might need to find a better pick of Rio. Bro. Bro, Frimpong also, I agree. Frimpong off the bench. Off the bench today. Fantastic. So good. Please keep Rio away from Real Madrid. I agree. We already gotta start working on that. Our last match in a Nike kit. Yes, guys. Our last match in a Nike kit indeed. On Friday. From Friday on, we'll have the Adidas kits. And not just that, you guys. From our next game, so we're gonna have a double header against Athletic Club or Athletic Bilbao. We're going to be wearing our new Adidas kits. So I just can't wait. Big up Ross. Thank you for the super chat who says, what a performance by our Rio. Indeed, his potential is just insane. Remember the name. We can't put too much pressure on Rio. I mean, look, this is what David Lynch said, which I think is so true. He said, you really try to be careful about overhyping a 16-year-old and putting too much pressure on their shoulders. But what are you supposed to do when talking about Rio and Gamoa? The kid is absolutely remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. Anfield, imagine how electric Anfield will be on Monday with the new kits and getting to see all the new play. Oh man, Anfield is going to be buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. No doubt about that. Menzi, thank you again for the super chat. I appreciate the support. Who says, Leo, quick one. Would it be a bad idea if we sell Chiesa, Darwin, Elliott, and get a solid center back like Gehi and Isaac? No, it would be a very good idea, and that's what I think our plan is. Why? Slot clearly doesn't rate Darwin as a starting striker, and at this stage in his career, Darwin can't just sit on the bench. Number two, Chiesa, same thing. Clearly doesn't trust him. Clubs in Italy are interested in Chiesa, so he will find suitors. And three, same with Harvey Elliott. He barely got playing time last season. Now we brought in Florian Wirtz, so he'll get even less playing time than last season. And as much as we love Harvey and rate him, I think the best thing would be to do a Kwanzaa type deal where we sell him with a buyback clause in case he ends up becoming, for example, the next Cole Palmer. Like City are regretting that sale, you know? But I think it makes sense for all those three to leave. And if that happens, I think it gets us the money for Isak. And he wants to leave, and we're willing to spend big money on him. So I genuinely see it happening. This is not just me being deluded or anything like that, you know? It's not just me being deluded. Have you ordered the new K Leo? Not yet. Not yet. It's not possible for order just yet. No, Alyssa. I hope it goes well. But yeah, what did I want to do? I wanted to take... I'm so scared for this. Oh, good luck, Alyssa. Thank you, brother. And everyone else, if you see... I'll see y'all for the next game. Yes, guys, this will be it for this live stream. I am going to probably make a video on Rio and Gamoa right now and then go to lunch. But we will be doing a double stream. I think it's on Monday. We'll be doing a double stream for the Athletic clubs for the double header at Anfield. Manu says, I think Slot must look at Rio and think that he must give him some game time during the season or loan him out where he'll get first team football because he deserves it. I think he'll keep him around. Like he talked about having weapons in his team, and Rio already looks like a real weapon. So you want to keep that around. You really want to keep that around. But yeah, guys, thank you all for such a special stream this was. How hyped we got to be in the second half. And it just gets me even more excited for the next season. I know it's just preseason, but I think it's a sign of not just the talent, but of what's to come. And yeah, guys, I will see you very, very soon. Have a beautiful rest of your week, beautiful rest of your Wednesday. And potentially, I think we're going to have a breaking stream soon with the Isak saga and everything else. So, guys, you'll never walk alone. What a game. What a future. What a present.